Carson City can look like the perfect answer before you ever set foot here. On a map, the logic is easy to understand. Reno is close enough to matter, Tahoe is close enough to tempt you, and Carson Valley gives you the whole search a little bit more of breathing room.
For buyers leaving more expensive states, Nevada's tax structure can make that idea even more attractive. At first, it feels like you found the middle ground. Then the real question starts to show up. Does your actual life fit Carson City, or do you only like the version you made in your head?
That difference matters more than most buyers realize. A city can be beautiful, practical, well located, and still wrong for the way that you want to live. So this video is not a sales pitch for Carson City. Think of it as your fit test.
Before you tour homes, compare price points, or talk yourself into a location because the numbers look good, I want you to run your lifestyle through 5 questions. By the end, you should know whether Carson City deserves a serious look or whether you need to keep comparing other parts of Northern Nevada.
If you're weighing Carson City against Reno, Tahoe, Gardnerville, Minden, Genoa, Dayton, or somewhere else nearby, drop that comparison in the comments. That place that you're comparing to usually tells me what you're really trying to find. I'm Jill Larson with the Larson Miller Group.
And I'm Mirette Miller.
And we help buyers, sellers, move-up homeowners, and investors make confident real estate decisions throughout Carson City and all of Northern Nevada.
Let's start with the first test. Can you enjoy a calmer pace without needing constant stimulation? Carson City has everything you need: restaurants, shops, schools, medical access, local businesses, trails, and community life. But that energy still feels very different from Reno.
You are not moving into the same pace with fewer people. Reno has more volume, more nightlife, larger employment centers, bigger entertainment options, and a different daily rhythm. Carson City feels more grounded. For some buyers, that slower pace is really the entire point. They're tired of feeling crowded, rushed, overstimulated, or even spread thin. A calmer environment can feel like a luxury when your current life has been really noisy for years.
But someone else might hear calm and slowly realize that they actually wanted more activity than Carson City offers. That's where buyers need to be honest with themselves. Do you want peaceful, or do you want convenient access to excitement? Those two can definitely overlap, but they're really not the same thing.
Carson City can give you a manageable lifestyle with regional access around it. It's a great central location. What it will not do is turn into a major city just because you wish that you want a bigger restaurant scene, shopping, or the nightlife were larger.
A lot of people say they want slower until that slower pace becomes a reality. Others arrive here and they feel immediate relief because life finally started to feel less intense. Neither reaction makes Carson City good or bad, but that fit depends on your tolerance for quiet.
Before you move, pay attention to how you spend your free time now. A person who needs restaurants every week may experience the city differently than someone whose favorite local spot and an easier routine.
When a buyer wants constant activity outside the front door, Reno might be a better match. Carson City becomes more compelling for someone who values breathing room, local familiarity, and a lifestyle that does not feel like it's always rushing ahead of them.
That brings us to our second test. Carson City can be your home base rather than your replacement for Reno, Tahoe, or Carson Valley. This is one of the biggest expectation problems I see. The map really makes everything look like it's close enough to blend together, but buyers are starting to imagine a life where they get Reno amenities, Tahoe recreation, Carson Valley's openness, and Carson City's convenience all in one package. But the reality is way more specific.
Carson City gives you access to those places, but it doesn't duplicate them. That distinction matters. Reno will still be the better fit for someone who wants a larger city around them every day. Tahoe, completely different lifestyle, price structure, tourism pattern, and seasonal energy. Carson Valley offers its own pace, its own scenery, and its own sense of space. Carson City is right near all of that, but it still is its own place.
For the right buyer, that is exactly what the appeal is. You can live in a grounded city and still use the region all around you. But for the wrong buyer, that same setup may start to feel like a compromise. You have to ask yourself how much you expect Carson City to replace versus support. A person who wants to use Reno when needed may be very happy here. Someone who wants the Reno style options constantly may feel pulled away from Carson City more often than actually expected.
Same with Tahoe. It can be part of your lifestyle, but living in Carson City does not feel like living at the lake. Outdoor weekends may be easier from here than from many places, but your daily environment remains Carson City. That's not a downside if you know it going in.
Problems usually begin when buyers confuse access with the identity. A home base should feel good even when you're not leaving it. Carson City only sounds appealing because it's near other places. Slow your decision down. You should like the city, what it gives all on its own.
That third test, whether you can choose function without feeling like you are settling. This one matters because Carson City housing does not always match that polished picture that buyers create before they arrive. Some homes have history and character, others feel practical, straightforward, or more modest than that dream version that people build up in their head.
You're absolutely right. You will also find updated properties, view-oriented homes, and luxury pockets, older neighborhoods, and houses that might need more work than the photos actually suggest. That variety can be helpful when you know what you value.
It becomes frustrating when image is driving the search. A house that impresses other people might not be the one that supports your life. The better option could have the layout, yard, garage, storage, payment, or location that actually works. Carson City will ask you to decide which of those really matter most.
Do you want the home that photographs the best or the one that actually functions the best? A stunning older property may come with maintenance you're not actually prepared to own. The simpler house could give you better daily use, lower stress, and a more comfortable budget. Luxury buyers need to think this way too. A higher price point does not automatically remove the trade-offs. Sometimes the premium is tied to the views, the land, the scarcity, the location, the updates, or actually the presentation. Condition still needs to be evaluated. Layout still matters, and the home has to work after the excitement of the showing wears off.
Right, and this is where buyers can protect themselves from emotional decisions. Instead of asking whether the house looks like what you imagined, ask whether it supports how you live. Does the storage match your needs? Would the yard be useful or just pretty? Can the garage handle your lifestyle? Are you comfortable with the age and condition? Will that location still feel smart after the novelty fades? Those questions aren't as glamorous as a beautiful listing photo, but they are far more useful.
Around this point, comment with one thing your next home absolutely has to have to get right. Is it your payment, space, location, views, low maintenance, or does it need to have that character and charm? Your answer should shape the search before the listing starts shaping you.
The fourth test is whether your budget can handle ownership, not just the purchase. Nevada's lack of individual state income tax can be a real advantage. Buyers coming from higher tax states often notice that first.
Affordability, though, is never one number. Your mortgage matters, and so do your property taxes, your insurance, your utilities, repairs, maintenance, transportation, and the condition of the home. A lower purchase price can lose its appeal when the home needs expensive work. An older property may require a bigger reserve than you actually planned.
And distance from the places you use most can add cost through time, fuel, and convenience. A home can fit that pre-approval while still feeling tight once real life begins. That's why a better question is not simply whether you can buy here, can you own comfortably? The answer depends on way more than your lender's approval letter.
Think about what the home will ask of you after your closing. Some properties need updates right away. A larger home can raise utilities, maintenance expenses. Better location may justify a higher price point if it saves you time and supports the lifestyle that you actually came here to live. Every buyer has a different version of value. The cheapest option is not always the strongest one. A smart purchase should leave you with enough financial room to enjoy why you actually moved here.
Yeah, and that point gets overlooked. You do not want to come to Carson City for a better life and then feel trapped by that house payment. Budget should protect your lifestyle, not consume it. Before you commit, look at the whole ownership picture. Taxes, insurance, commute, maintenance, repairs, utilities, and future improvements all belong in the same conversation. The home needs to make sense beyond closing day. A strong budget gives you options after you move in. A stretched budget turns every surprise into stress.
Now, for the fifth test, does the climate and outdoor lifestyle match what you actually do? Not what you imagine doing. Carson City gives you high desert living, the air is dry, and the sun can definitely feel strong. Winter mornings can get cold, and that windy Nevada shows up, and nearby mountain weather can influence your plans even when the town feels different. For people coming from humid climates, the dryness can be a real adjustment. Someone moving from a mild coastal area may notice the temperature swings, but buyers who expect Tahoe weather need to understand that Carson City has its own conditions. None of this makes it bad. It just means you should know year-round experience before you actually move.
Outdoor access is one of the biggest reasons people consider this area. Trails, mountains, Tahoe, Carson Valley, Reno, Virginia City, and just the wider northern Nevada recreation areas are all a part of that lifestyle map. That access can be incredible, but access and habit are different things. Some buyers will build their weekends around hiking, biking, skiing, paddling, camping, or exploring. Others like the idea of outdoor access, while their actual life revolves around work, errands, family, and home projects.
Both types of buyers can actually really be happy here. They should not shop for the same home. A truly outdoor-oriented buyer may care about garage space, gear storage, routes, parking, yard function, and quick access points. Someone who may want scenery more than constant recreation may prioritize views, quiet, comfort, and convenience. The right home really depends on the lifestyle that you actually want to live.
This is where growth and infrastructure belong in the conversation too. Carson City has planning, corridor improvements, road projects, and redevelopment discussions that are kind of happening right now and can shape how different areas function over time. Future change can improve convenience accesses, service, and daily routes, but it shouldn't become the whole reason you buy. A property still needs work today, and growth gives some context. It doesn't mean it's a guarantee.
When buyers understand what's happening around the city without betting everything on it, they make stronger decisions. So let's bring the all 5 tests together. Can you enjoy calm without needing constant stimulation? Can Carson City be your home base instead of a substitute for Reno, Tahoe, or even Carson Valley? Will you choose function when the image starts competing with your reality? Can your budget support the ownership beyond the purchase itself? Does the climate and the outdoor lifestyle match your actual habits? Those questions will tell you more than the generic moving checklist ever could. Carson City can be an excellent fit for buyers who want Northern Nevada access, a grounded pace, practical service, outdoor proximity, and a real home base without the intensity of a larger market. It may not be for someone who needs constant urban energy, endless convenience, resort-style atmosphere, or a housing market where every option feels predictable. That is not criticism, but that is getting really clear.
The goal is not to convince everyone to move here. The goal is to help the right people recognize whether this city actually fits them. If these tests made you feel more confident, Carson City may deserve a serious look. When several of them make you hesitate, keep comparing before you commit.
A good move should feel very exciting, but a smart move has to feel honest too. I'm Jill Larson.
And I'm Mirette Miller.
We help buyers, sellers, and move-up homeowners and investors make confident real estate decisions throughout Carson City and Northern Nevada. If you're thinking about moving here, reach out. We can talk you through homes, areas, trade-offs, and whether Carson City truly fits what you are picturing.
Subscribe for more. We'll have more content from Carson City and Northern Nevada, plus breakdowns of the market. Because the stronger your understanding is before you tour, the better your decision will be.